For race number 2 here in Dover, we are green. As we come around to complete lap 1, we are still green. No cautions yet. We did see some guys get pretty close to touching the wall as Jason Hounshaw lost a bunch of spots here off the start, back to P7 after starting P4. As he looks to the inside of Aaron Russell in that 92. I believe this is Aaron's first time running with us as well, if I'm not mistaken. So welcome to the Juicebox Racing League, Aaron Russell. Back up front here, Anthony Guarneri, who started P2, already back to P4. So what you'll kind of see with this track is you're going to see some comers and goers. Guys going to be very aggressive off the start for some of them. Some guys are going to be very conservative and try and save their tires. But only the very few and very good drivers will be able to do both at the same time, be able to be fast and save tires. A little bit farther back here, there's the 523 Nick Seraphin. Now here's an interesting line. So you see the 17 there, he was way up the track. So I don't know if, and he's just got into the wall there a little bit. That's a bit high to be on the track. So it looks now, and now this time through 1 and 2 he's a little bit lower, but some guys do like the opportunity of being like really high up on the track to try and get a giant run, but unless you're getting really long into a run, this is a little bit too early to be trying to be this high on the track. Oh, the 523 just pounds that outside wall, and that's why this place is called the Monster Mile, because that monster will reach out and get you coming off the corners in 2 and 4. Now, luckily, Nick Seraph does still have a faster pair, but he is going to be a bit slower now that he hit the outside wall there coming off of 4. The 17's got some right front damage as well from when he may have tapped the wall. Just taps the wall there again. This is a difficult place to stay off the wall. So now the 17 actually looked to the outside of John Whitendorf through 1 and 2, but isn't able to complete the pass just yet. Back up front, they're kind of starting to fan out a little bit, starting to spread out a little bit here as Devin Jack trying to close in on the 0-2 of Jake Hounshaw. Now, these guys cannot make it on fuel till the end. They at least have to make one stop in order to make it to the end on fuel. So it would be an interesting strategy, though, because it's 125 laps. 125 laps here, that's a long time. Those tires can get wore out pretty quickly. Depending upon how much you weigh your tires, you can be losing, a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds at the most usually. 4 seconds you're, about to blow your right front tire or your right rear tire. Jason up to 6th now after dropping down to 7th at the beginning of this run. A little bit farther back, there's the 71 of Dave Carpenter, just ahead of Josh Silva in the 3. There's the 24. Not sure what may have happened to Jose Medina, but he is, he's well off the pace. Have to keep an eye on him as now back up towards the front. Jack's starting to drop off a little bit. We saw a lot of Devin Jack in last week's race at Talladega. Had himself he was all over the place. He was in the front, he was in the back, he was sideways, he had flipped upside down, was flipping down the backstretch. I mean, he did about everything that you could possibly do. Unfortunately, except for win the race. Still had himself a great run and a great finish, so look to see if Devin Jack can hang on to that spot that he's currently in P3. He's currently in a podium position. Starting to drop off from our leader here of Hank Steinmiller. See if he can keep that position he's currently in. Behind them, the 07 of Seth Harrelson and the 00 of Jason Hounshill, still pretty close together. Jason's still trying to catch up to that 07, but not quite able to. And you can see there, that 00 very high up on the track. Trying to get that big run down the front and back straightaway. 1 and 2, a little bit lower line here. Back up front. These two, second, third. Starting to lose some time to our leader, Hank Steinmiller. So let's go ahead and see if we can take a look at what Hank is doing. It's allowing him to get this big lead here.
Oh man, sorry.
This So, on board with Hank Steinmiller here, you'll be able to see how he's kind of running this track and what actual line he was taking. So, the interesting thing that you'll notice is, as I said before, you really want to dime in the corner. Now, some guys really dime in the corner when they'll hit that bottom part where they enter the corner and they'll hit that right next to the apron. The left side of the car will be right next to that apron. For some guys, they like to do that. As you see here, this is kind of maybe like a quarter of a lane off entering the corner. And what you do is, like you dime in any corner, you enter in really low, you kind of let the car just wash up a little bit, and then once you get a little bit more grip and the car kind of catches itself, and you get back into the gas hard and kind of drive straight off the corner. So you'll be able to see it very well here. You see him up the track, and you see him come back down the track, and as he gets closer to the apron again to get that run off the corner. Because what that does is not only are you're still getting a run off the corner without having to, like you see some guys, you see the 17 way up the track, you see the 00 way up the track. It allows you to still get a decent run coming off the corner without having to lose time by going up the track as high as you do, and at the same time you're low enough coming off the corner that you're not, see how far away he is from the wall coming off the corner. That's a big key as well, because if you catch that wall coming off of turns 2 and 4, you not only lose a ton of time, you're out of control for that entire straightaway, but also you damage your car very, very much. And with these cars, aerodynamics is big, especially even here at Dover. So you can see there, same thing, a very, very smooth diamond. And you can even see he's not turning that wheel a whole lot, trying to keep that wheel turned to a minimum. Masterclass is what this 63 is showing off here. In the meantime, saw a pass for third. Anthony Guarneri able to get by the 49 of Devin Jack. See, that's that key where I talked about earlier, where guys are saving their tires, be able to get runs towards the end. That's the other thing is, at the same time, you have to be able to be fast, but also save your tires to be fast at the end of the run. Because, in my opinion, being fast at the end of the run is much more important than being fast at the beginning of the run. At least that's my philosophy on racing. Certain guys will be successful with other certain things, but a little farther back, Seth Harrelson able to gap the 00 here a little bit. You see how high, I mean, that 00 is insanely high up on the track. So we're right along with Jason Hounshill here. Let's see what he's gasses up very much and way high up. I mean, he's up there in the marbles almost. See, now he does get a decent run coming off the corner, but this is, see, he'll be fast in the beginning of a run. He'll have decent speed. I mean, he's well up in the second lane there. But what this is doing is it's really wearing his right front tire there. And you can even see he's kind of a little bit squirrely loose coming off the corner. It's because he's putting so much more pressure and so much more wear on those right side tires. Back up here we see the 3 on very slow on track. He's a lap down, unfortunately, now. 33 is very slow on track. Oh, and the 33 pounds the outside wall. Not pounds it, but gives it a good kiss. Trying to avoid that 3 car. We may have ourselves a battle here for 6th place, as now the 92 and the 33 have both caught the 00. You can see the 92, he's much closer to the bottom of the track. Almost some contact there. But Jason just backs out and allows the 33 to go on by. Jason is not feeling comfortable with his car right now, dropping a couple spots. Almost hitting the outside wall there as well. A quick blink there from Aaron. So there's the gap for your leader, about closing in on possibly 2 seconds of a gap between 1st and 2nd. It's about 3 seconds between 1st and 3rd. Is Anthony able to pull away from Devin Jack, who's still holding strong in 4th. Everyone seems pretty spread out at the moment. Since everyone seems pretty spread out at the moment, let me see. Ourselves over there. There's Weindorf trying to battle up with the 92, and let's see if we can quickly move over there. Hey guys, how's it going?
Rolling later on.
It's very quiet.
Very quiet? Everyone's very focused right now?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Chihuahua.
Any feedback so far?
I have given some pointers. I was watching Hank, our leader, for a good bit, putting on a master class of how to run Dover, to be honest. Being able to diamond the corner very well and not diamond it too much. Jason, a bit high up on the track in the corners there.
Yeah, I suck.
No, you don't suck. Don't say that.
No, the whole time I'm sitting there going, I know I'm doing this wrong. Stop doing it wrong. Do it right.
Yeah, no, it's not an easy track at all. Trust me. So, but I mean, if the strategy that you have here, like I'm watching you here now, so don't feel pressure. But like the strategy you have here now, it works later on the runs, like now. Like once you got some real wear on the tires, to be able to diamond it very much where you're going up to the 2nd lane and sometimes even in the 3rd lane to try and get a big run off, that does work in like later parts of the run.
Is everyone ready to accept Cooper Johnson as their Lord and Savior, Jimmy Johnson?
Hey, I gotta make this thing entertaining somehow. Everyone's all spread out. We haven't had any cautions. I thought we were gonna get a caution within the first 10 laps once everyone was bunched up, but
We got a bunch of professionals in this league, Cooper.
it seems like it. Very much the opposite of what last week was. Last week was
You'll have that.
It was super speedway.
yeah. Demolition.
Are you
derby
saying we need a
cars.
blowover?
Yes. If you can get a blowover in this car, I'd pay you $10.
I don't know how that would happen in an Xfinity car.
That's what I'm saying. It's like impossible.
Well, at least a Dover.
It's possible.
Yeah, if we brought
You'd have to
Maya
get
Snyder in
T-bone.
here, we could ask him.
Yeah.
Need more fuel, Cooper.
No, you don't. We gotta make this thing interesting somehow. When do you plan on pitting there, leader?
Got run out of fuel.
Once you run out of fuel.
Jason will pit about 10 laps later.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that I have the camera on you when you pit to either watch you blow through your box or blow pit road entry.
Yeah, which route are we taking today, John?
You're gonna blow through your pit box.
John, it's very weird to see you not in a maroon car. Also, like you
He's
got
not in a maroon car.
not on my screen.
No, I'm not in a maroon car.
This guy's changed.
He's got sponsors now. Monster on the side of his car. He's got the Jordan brand on the side of his car. He's upgraded since he's left.
Don't even know you anymore, man.
Yeah.
What this league does, it upgrades me. If you want sponsors, come to this league.
Yeah. We have Josh Silva on pit road. Josh, are you in here, buddy?
He is not.
Oh, dang. I was going to ask him what's going on. Saw he was slow on track earlier.
Where's your pit road reporter?
We can't afford that. Who should we
Make a
go on
really
board
good
with
broadcast, we can.
Huh?
If you make a really good broadcast, we can. Do you need me to announce this race? I haven't heard you announce.
I've been quiet. I've been watching along with you guys.
Commercial break.
Not really a commercial break. I'm more trying to give the floor to you guys to talk.
Seth, you want the floor?
No.
Oh, well, too late. Now we're going to go ahead and watch Seth. And critique his driving.
I wish Hank would fuck up. That'd be great.
Will it chase
Oh,
it won't go to the cockpit.
Can I not say that on broadcast?
Oh, no, you can
You can-
swear. You can say whatever the
You're
hell you
fine.
want.
You're
I mean,
fine,
how-
$10,000.
Hell, last week we got guys talking about, fucking Hitler and Nazis and shit. So,
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, we're professionals in here.
Yeah, let's make it there again.
And YouTube has just blacklisted this.
Hey, wait. Has anybody else gotten the warning for the right front yet?
No.
Yeah, I got it.
I just got it. Fuck.
I got it like 5 laps ago.
I got a 5 laps of fuel left warning.
Already?
Oh, it's starting to wobble. This is not good.
So
I
maybe we need
remember
to
you
follow
blew a
you.
tire at Atlanta.
That wasn't it though. I went back and watched like a million more times. The wheel must have fucking disconnected or something for like half a second.
All right, we're on board with the 16 now. Wait for him to blow a tire. Oh, jeez. Whoa. That was pretty loose. You were loose for like half the straightaway there.
I know I was driving.
Aaron Russell and John Langdorf both on pit road. Russell now coming off pit road.
Just got the 5 lap fuel notification.
I don't trust any of you guys. I'm not pitting until she's dry.
Oh, I'm lapped. No matter what I say.
Only saving grace we have is Cooper's not in the race to create a caution.
Yep.
Ouch.
I hate this pit road.
We should
Yeah,
you throw a
it's
fun
not
flag.
Are you
There's
not
Devin
having
Jack.
fun, Tony?
I'm having a lot of fun.
I got the right front tire now.
I'm gonna come in and get just right front.
Watch that be the fastest thing.
I don't think it'll let you, unfortunately.
It's like that 87 car when we were trying to make the setup and you lower the right side tires and it turned better.
Yeah. Over the fact that 2 tires in the 87 car is faster than like half of the official series.
Ooh,
come on, man.
Oh, man, that almost could have ended up terribly there. I was watching that. 17 really woed it up on the backstretch trying to get on pit road and totally just blocked the 02 there. Almost dumped him right in front of Devin Jack.
Hitting this
Pit
time.
and go. Pit and go. Oh!
The O2 is pitting. Oh,
24
Anthony! Miss. There. Oh, you made it.
24 pitting this
Holy
I think I
crap.
did actually make it.
time.
No,
did.
never mind. No, I didn't.
Oh, you got a commitment code violation or something?
Yeah, I got 2 tires over the line.
Damn.
That's what that. Oh, I ran out of gas too. I'm not even gonna make it.
You do have a good amount of damage on your front end there, Jake, just so you know from what happened.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
It's not race ending, obviously, but it was a good amount.
It's 10 seconds. Awesome.
That should be alright.
Over at your discretion, did I make pit road? I think you should clear it.
I honestly think you should clear it too for how
No,
much of a save that was.
I'm not clearing my penalty. I'll sit for a minute.
Yeah, everyone's making the pit stops now. Here's the 0-0.
By the way, I didn't speed, miss, or any of the above.
Well, that's because I wasn't watching you. I was paying attention to Anthony and Jake.
I'm not sure how I ended up with 13 seconds optional.
They ended up with what?
Got 13 seconds optional. I have no idea how.
What was your right front, Hank?
47.
35.
46.
I'm not going hard enough.
I was 66.
I was 66 too.
22.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cooking it.
Mine was down to 43.
Over the right rears is the better question.
79.
79.
76.
73.
I had 76.
Unfortunate retires from race, Josh Silva and Brendan McLaughlin. Guys, I'm going to go back to the booth. You guys have fun.
Later.
No.
No?
Yeah, don't tell us what to do.
Okay, fine. Do whatever you want. Don't have fun. All right, back up here in the booth after having a pretty quiet conversation with the guys. They're very focused here. You got to be pretty focused here at Dover. We'll see a possible battle. This is for third between Aaron Russell and Devin Jack. Be interesting to see how guys are able to kind of maneuver their way around here. As you saw John pit pretty early. So Hank with those pressure tires able to get by him here pretty quickly and claim that lead right back. So we still see a battle here for third place. Devin Jack looking to the inside now. We saw you had a pretty good run at the beginning of the run last time. Kind of tapered off towards the end of the run. We'll see if he's able to have a little bit better of a car towards the end of the run this time as he makes the pass for third. Gets himself into a podium position. We heard about the 16, not sure if he was able to make it to his box, but he's now 3 laps down. This is Anthony Guarneri, 3 laps down in that 16 car. Pretty unfortunate set of circumstances. Had to serve a penalty and it was pretty slow on pit road there, being out of fuel. See with how things cycle through. The O2, who we saw earlier on in P2, is now back to P5 after that pit cycle. So he's 7 seconds back from a leader, so it's no small amount of time that he's got to make up on these fresher tires. Behind him, there's the 07 of Seth Harrison. Surprisingly quiet throughout this race. kind of see he's running pretty high up on the track here as well. You see him get really low coming off the corner trying to get that run. That's why I'm saying, you know, there is technically no one way to run this race. There's certain different types of ways you can run it. There's preferred ways where running the top lane is probably not the fastest way. But that's the beautiful thing about this track is there's different lanes for sure. Being able to run around here. You see there's the 0-2. He's got to just a little bit of that front end damage from that contact with him in the 17. That almost involved Devin Jack, who actually is now trying to hunt down third place, now trying to hunt down second place. He's closed it in with close to about a second back with 33. So we've had 2 retirements, Josh Silva and I keep wanting to call him Scott McLaughlin for some reason. It's just because of the IndyCar racer, but that's Brendan McLaughlin in the 17. Fortunately, he's out of the race. There's the 00 trying to unlap himself. That's Jason Hounshow. Looking to the inside of the 63, trying to get himself back on the lead lap. See if he's able to complete that pass. Dives down to the bottom and makes the pass, and now the 00 is officially back on the lead lap. I mean, what a lead the 63 has opened up in the field. Now above 3 seconds over second place. Close to 4.5 seconds to third. 6 seconds to fourth. 7 to fifth. Close to 10 seconds to 6th and 7th. 8th is right in front of him there, that 00. And everyone else is either a lap down or out of the race. Behind him, a couple lap cars racing each other there. 16 is 3 laps down. The 24 is only 1 lap down. Jose Medina is the only car 1 lap down. As you see here, a battle brewing for 4th now, and Russell is losing some time here early on this run. Not sure if he's really saving his tires for the end of that run. That'll be something to keep an eye on here once we get closer to the end of this fuel run. That'll be the interesting thing. As now the 02 looks to the inside of the 97. 97 go up high and allow him to take that spot easily. And Jake will now take 4th. Did you see him there? He thanked Aaron for the spot. Smart racing for the 92. Right now he's probably just trying to save his tires. I mean, he's got a very clean car, so I doubt he's slow just on pace or power. Blinked there a little bit. Back over to another battle. This is for 6th now. This battle for 6th is brewing up as Dave Carpenter trying to close in on the 07 of Seth Harrelson. As they go under the 523 of Nick Seraph. That'll kind of... 71 kind of lost a little bit of time there to the 07, but still trying to gain some time back. Here's our leader. He's now up to a 4.5 second lead. Grand still growing for the 63. As you see, he has passed the 00 back to put him back down a lap. Let's see, he's lapped everyone up to 8th. Or excuse me. Yes, lapped everyone to 7th, I mean. There's second place John Whitendorf, now falling back to 5 seconds back from our leader. So really losing a lot of time. Here was 3rd and 4th. Another battle brewing here. Jake Houndshell and Devin Jack. Now Jake's trying to pull away from Devin in that 49. Behind them, that 92 still losing time. I'm not sure this might be a pace issue now. I mean, saving tires is one thing, but he's really losing some time now. Is now Seth Harrelson will look to the inside and easily make that pass for 5th. See if Dave Carpenter is able to do the same thing here. Not sure the issue with Aaron Russell at the moment. Still holding 6th for the moment right now. 92 very high there. Then allow the 91, or excuse me, the 71. The inside easily take 6th away. So Russell really losing some time now. Kind of going through everybody here. So now we got some time. Let's go through the field, shall we? Starting with our current first place driver, Hank Steinmiller, that 63, put on a masterclass of how to run this place. Been able to grow his lead up to now 6.5 seconds over second place John Whitendorf. Hank actually has been close to winning the championship the last 2 seasons in a row, and unable to win either time, but John Whitendorf being on a limited schedule, and Logan Monteith not able to make it to the races yet, to the season yet. This might be his opportunity. This might be his real shot to be able to win the championship here at the end of the year. So 63 kicking the season off strong, had a decent run at Talladega last week, and now absolutely just walking all over the field here tonight in Dover. Back to second place, John Whitendorf. He was our season 1 champion in that 33. The last time we saw him, as we mentioned, had no sponsors on the car. He comes back, and now he's got some real nice sponsors and a different paint scheme for that 33. But since John has been in the league, he's won plenty of races. Obviously, like I said earlier, he is unfortunately on a limited schedule, so won't be able to compete for the championship at the end of the year. But still, every time that he shows up is a real threat to winning these races. And although a little bit of a different pit strategy, had to pit pretty early and was able to gain time on the leader, but unfortunately on those older tires he's going to lose some time. Back to third place, Jake Counchin. We saw him running P2 earlier on, but now those pressure tires are starting to play a factor as he's able to make his way up to P3. He hasn't been able to win a race yet in the Juicebox Racing League, but he has been close so many times, and I mean so many times. On countless different races, countless different times he's been close to winning. Last week he was close to winning at Talladega, and this week still having himself a solid run there in P3, although with that damage on the front end probably slowing him down just a little bit, still having himself a solid podium run at the moment. P4 now is the 07 of Seth Harrelson. Saw he was the highlight reel last week with the crab walk-in all over the track and running a car that was obviously very much skewed, and was definitely the highlight reel of Talladega last week, besides all the other blowovers that we saw. But this 07 obviously been able to be consistent the last couple of seasons. Last season was in the chase, not unfortunately able to make all the races and kind of really fell back in points and such. But the 07 really going to see if he can possibly take a shot at the championship this season as well. Currently running P4 at the moment. Devin Jack in that 49 car. He was having himself a pretty good run earlier on in the race, but this is the first season with us here, I believe, in the Juicebox Racing League. So obviously it'll be interesting to see how this rookie is able to do going forward. The 49 car, that liquid death scheme. He was one of the other guys who last week had himself one hell of a blowover and very early on in the race. Nonetheless, it'll be interesting to see if the 49 can continue the solid runs. He was, even with, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, he was in the front of the field, the back of the field. He was upside down, flipping over end, side over side. And the only thing he didn't do last week was unfortunately come up short for the win. So it'll be interesting to see how Jack's able to progress through the rest of the season. Behind him is Dave Carpenter, someone who has had a bunch of solid runs. Obviously somebody who to keep an eye on going throughout the rest of the season. Won Indianapolis last season, so he is a former winner here in the Juicebox Racing League with a 1 win to his name here as he tries to close in on the 49 of Devin Jack. Interesting to see if he can get himself another victory here this season, and he should definitely be somebody to keep an eye on once we get closer to the chase. Behind him is Aaron Russell in the 92, another newcomer here to the Juicebox Racing League. As you see him, he's actually going to make his way onto pit road now. Nice entrance. May have sped, may not have sped. We'll see what happens. He may have to come back down. He did lock it up after the line as well. But as I was saying, Aaron Russell, brand newcomer here, another rookie to the Juicebox Racing League, another guy who's had himself a solid run here today. Not sure if, I don't believe he was a part of a race last week at Talladega, but if this is his first race, he's having himself a pretty good showing here tonight in that 92 car. Let's go in order here. So as we get more guys coming up pit road, here's Jason Houndshell last week. One of those guys who had a real shot at winning at Talladega. He's a former winner here in the Juicebox Racing League as well. Won at Kansas last season in Season 2. His first and only win so far in the Juicebox Racing League. But this 00 has been consistent. A lot of times he's definitely one of the most consistent guys in the league and should be somebody to keep an eye on once we get closer into the end of the season as well. He was a chase contender last year. In fact, finished second in the chase standings. So somebody who definitely, with Logan out of the picture for the championship this season, somebody definitely to keep an eye on once we get towards the chase start. Let's see if we can find Anthony Guarneri here. Anthony Guarneri in the 16, somebody who, another one of those guys who was a chase contender last season. One of the 8 who was a chase contender. 16 over here, contact. The wall, may have been the 00. Oh no. And the 00 has to come back down pit road. Oh. So I believe.
Sorry, whoever that was my fault.
May have sped on pit road, but
I got loose on the straight. My bad.
anyways, back to Anthony Guarneri. Guarneri, another one of those chase guys. He is a former winner here. He won Season 1 of the Juicebox Racing League. So it's been a bit since we've seen the 16 in Victory Lane, but we'll get to see how he's able to do for the rest of this season. Let's go up now to the 24 of Jose Medina, who's currently 1 lap down, currently 5th place now with the pit stop cycling through. But Jose, another one of those chase contenders who wasn't unfortunately able to make all the races in the chase, and so really took himself out of contention with not being able to be a part of the chase there at the end. But somebody also to keep an eye on here once we get towards the end of the season. Always very consistent, always very clean. So a very good driver for Jose Medina in that 24 car. Let's go to, speaking of another consistent driver, there's Nick Seraph in the 523 Bass Pro Shops car. Having himself a rough go of it here tonight, 8 laps down at the moment, but another one of those guys, very consistent throughout the season, last season. Rookie last season, his is his 2nd year with the Juicebox Racing League Scrambler Series. Obviously another one of those guys, like I said, who just needs a little bit more momentum on his side. A little bit more, he's ran into a lot of trouble, unfortunately, throughout the races, and that really is what hinders him a lot of times. So somebody also to definitely keep an eye on, though. He could possibly be somebody who sneaks into the chase at the end of the season as well. So I believe that is everybody who's still currently on track, not able to run through the field with Brendan McLaughlin and Josh Silva, as they are not on track. But with all the pit stops and such cycling through, you see another driver choosing to come down pit road. That's the 49 of Devin Jack. Some guys choose to come down very early, and others are still on track, like the 63 of Hank Steimler. So obviously those guys who are, 6-7 seconds back from Hank, you got to do something different from the leader in order to try and beat him. And so if you can't beat him straight up on the track and try and gain time that way, you might as well try and beat him off pit road and try and beat him in pit strategy. So you see those guys there. They're 2 laps down, Aaron Russell and Dave Carpenter. Those guys have already came down, taken their fuel and their last set of tires to get them to the end of the race. Jason Houndshell, unfortunately, he may have had some trouble getting off of pit road there. We'll have to check in with him at the end of the race to see exactly what happened. So Aaron Russell, I did mention, Dave Carpenter. John Whitendorf was only 1 lap down. He came down, got his tires and fuel there. He also came down early on the first time around as well. So here's some contact here with the Houndshell brothers and Seth Harrelson. Jason will back out and let him on by. Oh, it's more contact with everybody in that outside world. So the guys who have not came down and pit yet are the top 4. You see Jose Medina in the 24. This is the first car lap down. So actually, if we were to have a caution right now, he would be our lucky dog. As 00 is actually pitting again. Not sure what the reasoning for him pitting this time is. We'll have to check in again with him. Like I said, we'll have to check back in with him at the end of the race. But like I said, though, if we were to have a caution right now, this would be Jose Medina's, favorite thing to happen to him probably all season. Is he's been caught a lap down for most of this race. He's staying out long to try and gain some time back.
Take this time.
And if we were to have a caution here, he would be the lucky dog, and he would be able to come down and get fuel and tires. And be ahead of all those other guys, as now the 02, one of those 4 drivers who is not pit yet, he is choosing to come down pit road, as well as the 07, and I'm not sure. I don't think he made it. I don't know.
24 pitting this time by. 24 pitting this time by.
So that's Jose Medina choosing to come down pit road, but that 07, man, he was cooking it on the entry of pit road there. So now, with Jose pitting, Jake pitting, and now Seth Harrelson pitting, this now leaves only 1 driver yet to pit, if we can find him. Jeez. So far ahead, he isn't even on track. Now he hits pit road. Hank Steinmiller hits pit road. Or he's now off pit road. So Hank already on and off pit road. And that tells you something right there. With 25 laps to go, Hank just pit for tires. He's going to be by far one of the faster cars on track. And he's only 8 seconds behind our leader, John Whitendorf. So we'll see how good John was able to save his tires here and how fast this 63 will be by the end of this race. This will be extremely interesting to watch how fast he's able to close in on our leader here. And oh, man! I don't think he made that. Is that going to bring out a caution? Or is it probably not because it's on pit road? Well, he may have hauled that forward because he's not on track anymore. But the 16, unfortunately, really missed up pit road entry there. Tried to slide it into pit lane and completely missed it. As we see a battle, this is for 5th. There's Devin Jack and Seth Harrelson in the 07. He'll look to the inside and complete the pass coming off of turn 2. And so Seth Harrelson will move up into P5. So here's our leader, John Whitendorf. Just to give you a frame of reference. He's at the start-finish line now. And here's Hank Steinmiller. Over the last 4 laps, he's been able to cut down that lead about 3 seconds. Now with about 4.5 seconds. By the time he gets through 1 and 2, so that 63 is closing fast. Back behind him here, this 02 who's on much fresher tires as well. He's trying to catch this 49 of Devin Jack. He's going to try and knock Jack down another spot. So the 00 and the 16, both Jason Hounshaw and Anthony Guarneri both on pit road still. Don't want to claim that they're out of the race because they have not taken their cars to the garage, but they may be on pit road for the rest of this. As the 02 looks to the inside of Devin Jack. This will be for 6th. Jack goes up high. Jake able to get that shorter line on the bottom. And he will clear as we hear contact up ahead. I'm not sure what that contact could have been. Somebody possibly popped their car off the wall. And you see that plenty, and I mean plenty of times at Dover, like I said. So now, you see that car right up there ahead? That's that 33 of John Whitendorf. That's the leader. Hank Steinmiller, with 17 laps to go, has been able to close that lead down dramatically. I mean, look how fast he is catching this 33 car on these fresher tires. I mean, the closing rate, especially in the entry of turn one and turn 3, the closing rate is what is huge. See there's that closing rate at 63, just able to hold that bottom a lot better than the 33. As the 33 goes down a block though, oh, and he just turns him. Oh, he turned him in the wall. He just turned John right into the wall, and the caution's out. You gotta be kidding me. I cannot believe that just happened. Hold on, hold on. Hold on a moment. Okay, we're now in here. Hank, can you tell me what the hell happened there with John?
Yeah, he blocked me.
Well, we saw that. But then, I mean, we're going to watch the replay live right here. Hang on a moment.
You watch it. He blocked me.
I'm gonna watch it right now and find out.
Hey guys,
Hey.
can I remove a black flag for passing
Yeah.
the pace car?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
I mean, he did block you, but
When the fuck do I have 12 seconds? Oh my god.
Yeah, now I'm only 6 laps down.
okay.
Cooper, come call a race with you.
Yeah, of course.
Yes!
So he blocks you going down the backstretch there, goes down, and you go up, obviously, to get back on the top side of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't move his line. But when you go into the corner, the closing rate, because you're on fresher tires, is so fast that you just drive into his right rear, and you just turned him into the wall.
Well, that's what happens.
The funeral's going to be Thursday.
I mean,
My condolences.
my
The Hank
Lord.
No Fox tour is
Thank you.
rolling
It's very
on.
sudden.
I don't know what else to tell you, Cooper.
Shit's rigged.
Well, how about
Rigged.
that?
He threw the block. I tried to go in the corner. We made contact.
We're talking about 15 laps ago. We're talking about the win here.
Mm-hmm. The game has
All
changed
bets
now.
are off.
Oh yeah, the game has changed now. I mean, Hank, you were going to drive away with this thing once you got by John, but
Once he
now
wrecked him.
Well,
Damn
once
near
it,
killed him.
yeah. I don't know if I've ever killed anybody that hard before. Jeez.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's not start telling lies now, Cooper. We're here to keep the integrity of this league. So let's, like I said, keep the tail small.
Okay.
I've seen you kill plenty of people and many hookers.
I don't know about the hookers part. But
You have to
They're
hook
all in the
somebody.
basement.
This is a much better
Oh,
conversation than last week.
God, I
You
want
only-
to feel bad, but you threw the block.
yeah, I haven't even heard John's side of this. John, what's your side of this? Do you not have?
Do you feel like he was just
Crickets.
trying to rattle your cage?
He's not thrilled about it. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, John's muted.
He's
Oh.
taking the Seth Harrelson strategy in regards to interviews.
Woo.
Oh man.
No,
We
I didn't
expect,
realize
uh,
I
I'm
had
sorry
you.
I scared you there for a minute.
All right, so okay, Bo, do we stay in here or do we go up to the actual booth and call it?
Let's go up to the actual booth. Let's let these guys get down to business.
All right.
We're going to call this race.
All right.
Oh, did John leave?
I'm out. Bring me.
Where you at?
All right,
Come
I'll bring
back,
you to
man.
All right, boys. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, Mr. Cooper.
Jason?
Thank you for hanging with us tonight. Who's your pick for the final 10 laps?
I don't know. I mean, the obvious one is obviously the 63. He's been the fastest all night, but that 07 is looking very, very enticing to pick.
You know what? I'm going to call the wild card play. The 07's going to knock the 63. 02, Jake Honshell's getting a hometown win. Let's go.
All right. I'm going to go with
Yeah,
the
we agree
07.
with that.
Here we go. Back green here. The 63 gets a huge jump off the start.
Boogity, boogity, boogie. Look at him go.
Gets everyone else sleeping. The 07 gets up to second now, though.
What the hell was Seth drinking tonight before the race? NyQuil.
I don't know. That 92 was very slow off the start as well. He's caught on the high side now. Guys are going to start passing. Does the 07 have anything? Oh, the 171 of Dave Carpenter almost hit the inside wall coming off of 4. Able to save and keep it straight. Just
Seth
9.
was actually faster last lap by a 10th.
Let's see if he can
Here,
run him
he's close.
down.
Zero-two's close to him as well, looks like.
Yeah, those two behind him, second and third, are going to have to be aggressive. Going to have to put it all on the line here for the next 8 laps. 8 laps to go. Can anyone catch Hank Steinmiller in that 63?
Oh, Hank. He was hammering that time around. He was a full 10 faster than Seth. He's starting to take him to Applebee's.
Jake seems like he's starting to close in on the 07 as well. That'll be an interesting battle with now 7 to go. If them two start battling each other, it's only going to give Hank an even bigger gap.
Hank loves the gap.
Oh, yeah, he loves the gap.
It says here in my notes, Hank's favorite place to shop is the Gap. He looked more like an Abercrombie and bitch to me, but here we go anyway. 5 laps to go, and Hank is just starting to walk away from Seth.
Yeah, that gap opened up to about 0.6 now. It's kind of stagnated there at the moment. Nobody's really gaining or losing too much. Just depends upon where they're at on track is where that gap starts to close or get a little bit bigger.
And Russell has a sharp-looking car there in that 92. I like that blue, that nice metallic look to it.
Oh, yeah. What a debut for him as well. I mean, he's been solid all night, kept that car clean for most part. That spots where he was kind of slow and losing time, but still finds himself top 5 at the moment.
So, Jason, what's it feel like to be sitting up here in the booth, but yet you were started behind the wheel tonight?
I had a rough night.
Yeah, rough night. Is that your car that's smoking on pit road?
Yeah.
Oh, gee. Well, at least we know you're having fun down there at the campfire.
Yeah, I got some marshmallows. Guys come down after the race.
No, I don't want to get
That's my
cancer off
dogs.
your toxic food.
3 laps to go. Jake's still trying to close in here on P2 Seth Harrelson.
Yeah, you might as well look at the battle of second place because first place is called front desk and said, "Hey, I'm ready to check out."
Yep. Watching these two kind of, you see Jake kind of close in at certain points of the track and see right there coming off of 4. It almost seems like Seth might be a little bit better, but 2 laps to go. Good battle behind them. Good battle behind them. That's Devin Jack and Dave Carpenter. Is Dave able to make it by Devin Jack? That's for P5. Does Jake have anything for Seth? Coming to the
Jake's
white
turning
flag.
down. Jake's time in the corner, get that run.
Last lap here at Dover for the Monster Mile 125.
Let's see if Jake gets close enough to put the bumper to him. I hope so.
Yep.
Send that hillbilly packing.
Jake's gonna try something. Can't quite get to him there. But coming off of 4, the 63 is dominated pretty much all night long, and he'll get rewarded for it as he takes the checkered flag here at the Monster Mile 125.
Yeah.
Seth Harrelson
Really?
will take P2, and Jake Hounshell takes the final podium spot in P3.
I want that car tacked. I want that 63 tacked right now.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I know it's not legal.
It sure did not
Cheating
look legal
bastard.
out there tonight. That boy was fast all night long. Since the green flag, he was by far the favorite.
He's ashamed to be even flying those patriotic colors. It's a damn disgrace, I tell you.
Well, regardless, he'll do some burnouts here in Dover. Let's give some recognition, though. Aaron Russell, P4. Great night for him. Dave Carpenter, P5. Devin Jack, who was fast usually in the early parts of the run, but kind of wore his tires out by the end. He finishes P6. Hey, Jose Medina with a P7.
Yeah, my
Yo,
amigo.
Great finish for him. Nick Seraph comes home P8.
I can roll my tongue, ladies.
Yeah, Nick, I didn't know what the rule was on that. It says
What a finish,
it,
though.
on the
What a
restart it says
race.
to stay behind me, so I didn't want to get on the side of you and get up that side.
Sorry, just picking up some special.
I could have probably caught it. I could have probably caught it.
Post-race demo derby is in
Oh,
full
yeah.
swing.
Now we're seeing there's Seth Harrelson. He's currently upside down. As
Where is John at? Is John still? Nope, John has disconnected. Okay,
Yeah,
never
oh, yeah.
mind.
He was not happy after what happened there.
We'd still like to get a word with him if all available. John, I know you're probably watching broadcasts. Please reach out to us.
Yes. Any sort of comment, we would love to hear your side of the story. As Jake and Nick Seraph double team Seth Harrelson here in turns 1 and that's turns 3 and 4.
Whoa. What
Yes.
type of league is this?
A very fun league. I mean, go watch it. They were
Very relaxed league, huh?
they were
Very
taking
It's inverted.
Casual?
they were taking their turns while Seth Harrelson was literally on his back.
Okay.
This isn't even a joke. This is
This
like what's
broadcast
happening.
rated R.
Wow.
I mean, it's not.
I'm
This, we made sure this broadcast isn't for kids.
How many times did Cooper say this is his favorite track tonight and that this is his best track tonight on the broadcast? Comment down below and you can become a winner.
I think I said it at least like 5 times.
Really blew yourself 5 times tonight. You better get some interviews. Get third place up here. Let's get Jake Hounshell.
No, this is the fun thing is we're gonna go down and we're gonna have to interview everybody that's in the chat. Let's go do it right now.
Whoop, whoop.
The gangbang style interview.
Gentlemen.
Meet on the wall, Seth.
I'm coming your way.
Oh,
Hold on. I'll turn around. Hold on.
Jacob Hounshell. Are you present?
I am.
Mr. Hounshell, congratulations tonight on your third place finish.
Thank you. I'll take a podium.
Please tell me about your night.
It was very frustrating. I just couldn't get that damn thing to turn.
God. She dead.
What is this bit
That's
talking like a
very
robot?
horrible to hear.
God!
Yeah.
Shut up! Gotta do a goddamn interview here, motherfuckers.
Damn!
I thought I was ready for this race. I cannot save tires as good as Hank can. Nobody could catch him tonight. He did a great job.
John got him.
So Hank sandbagging is what won him the race? Well, that and Wrecking John, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, that's all we need to hear. Go ahead and thank your sponsors.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Hound Show Racing, everybody on my team. You guys are, great supporters. And that's about it.
Yeah, everybody,
Roll
that's
yourself.
that is Jed Hoonshell. Thank you, everybody. Go ahead, Coop. You can interview second place.
All right, second place, Seth Harrelson. Buddy, you had yourself a good shot there at the end. You're kind of sleeping on that last restart, but how was the car and how was the race?
I think he has grip hacks because, I mean, I was on it. And this asshole went before the light, so he's also cheating. So I'm going to put an official protest in after this race. But car was good. A lot of different strategies. I was going the long strategy, and I was always coming here at the end of the run. But a lot of fun. Highlight of my night was just absolutely walking Jake on pit entry on that last one.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Damn, was that nasty or what?
Oh, my God.
Woo.
I thought you were going to pound the barrels there, buddy.
That was pretty epic.
That's all I got. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Peace.
Hey, flipping me over.
And speaking of fathers, let's go to tonight's winner, Hank Steinmiller. How you doing, Richard?
Oh, doing pretty good, Richard.
Oh, that's very good to hear. Congratulations on tonight's manslaughter and the victory.
I appreciate it.
So go ahead and give us a rundown of your race there. Where'd you qualify?
I qualified pole.
Oh, wow. So you're a big show-off, huh? Way to go there, big guy.
Hey,
how
sometimes
many-
I turn left.
Cooper, how many laps did this young gentleman lead tonight?
Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the results. And this motherfucker led 109 laps.
Whoa, 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 whoa. This
Wanker
gentleman.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
My ears.
I'm sorry. I gotta apologize to the two people that are watching. They're probably Mormon. They're probably very upset right now. Listen, I'll have a talk with Mr. Johnson later. So back to you, Hank. Tonight, led 109 laps. Way to go there, stud.
Thanks, buddy. That felt good. Finally get another one.
So, what was your pit strategy? Taking 2 tires compared to 4, or?
No, we were running it out of fuel because I didn't trust anyone not to wreck.
Wow. It's very negative, very dark.
I didn't want to be caught with my pants down. I've done that too many times.
So go ahead and tell us about your patriotic paint scheme.
I love America. What can I say?
Really?
Hey, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're a
German.
goddamn disgrace, I'll tell you right now.
Oh no.
You, sir, should be ashamed on how you won this race.
Why? Tell me what I did wrong here. Let's hear it.
Well,
got
I
one
don't
for
have
that.
to. I don't have to replay because I just came in right at that time. But I heard the ruckus, the noise, and I watched a man exit hastily. So I heard that you killed somebody. Is it true that you wrecked John?
No cars were.
His car was harmed. He left. He was done.
Well, I think his feelings were harmed more than his car was harmed.
Whoa.
So the way I see it, he threw a big block. I expect him to turn earlier. He didn't turn as early. If he didn't throw the block, there's no contact.
You know, if there's one thing that I learned over the years from Mr. Richard Hank Steinmiller here, is that it's never the car in front that's fault. It's always the car behind, because the car behind has the choice to hit the brakes and stop himself from hitting the car in front.
God damn, he's actually got you there because I have also heard this very well. It quoted perfectly, by the way. I was about ready to call you a dumbass, but you were.
I didn't say it wasn't my fault. I just
Okay.
said what happened. What happens
Alright.
when you block? What do you put yourself? what position you put yourself in if you throw a block.
The Earnhardt position by the look of his crash.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we have the new Intimidator here. I believe Hank has already grown a mustache by the end of this race by that maneuver alone. Holy shit. All right. Well, Hank, go ahead and thank your sponsors.
I want to thank everyone in the league first, and everyone watching, those 2 Mormon people that Bo was talking about. Appreciate you guys and your support for this league. The Juicebox podcast stands behind everything we do, and we wouldn't be possible without them. Our only sponsor. If anyone else wants to sponsor this shit show, let me know.
We will clean it up if there's money involved. We can be
Probably
professional.
not. Well,
Probably not, but we can be entertainment.
we can. We will entertain all of you.
Sports entertainment.
Let's thank Cooper and Bo in the booth. I mean, they did a great job. I haven't heard it yet, but I just
It was
assume they did a
Oh,
great
impressive.
oh,
It was
please,
impressive.
please do. Enjoy.
Probably go to
Exactly, yeah.
congratulate him now before you hear it.
Especially after lap 109.
Yeah.
I bet this broadcast probably sucked big donkey dick until I showed up. You know what?
Wow.
I'm just gonna say this. You're welcome, America. You're welcome because I'm here now. I saved the goddamn night for you. You're welcome.
Thanks,
All right,
Bo.
all right, Cooper. Go ahead and sign us the fuck off.
You should see me right now. I have my fucking head in my hands.
You trying to suck yourself off? Tell us about how Denver's the best track we get.
Bo for president.
You motherfucker. Oh, man.
Big
All right.
send off.
Anyways, thank you to everybody so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this wonderful fucking race and this wonderful stream. Thank you, Bo, so much for stopping in and helping us there at the end. Jason as well, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who showed up tonight, and thank you to everybody who tuned in and watched. I hope you all enjoy the replay as well. We'll be back here again, same time next week. We'll have one hell of a stream then as well. Hopefully it'll be as
Wait,
anything.
where are we next week? Please tell us.
Where are we
The
next
people
week?
must know.
We are at Daytona Road Course with the next gen cars.
Oh
So
my
this-
god.
This will be one hell of a show. So
I just went from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock just like that. Oh, let's go. Are you excited? Because I know I am.
oh, I'm extremely excited. If we thought these last 2 races were exciting, this is going to be one hell of a race next week. So make sure to
These
tune
next
in
2
for
in a
that.
row are going to be good.
Huh?
Next 2 in a row, we're going to be good. We got that, and then we got the Acro cars like Knoxville.
Yep, it'll be. This is going to be one hell of a couple weeks here. So
Take a bunch of little guys, throw them on a road course, then turn around and throw them on a dirt track.
Actors are awesome.
So this is gonna be one hell of a race. Hopefully, you
Can't
all
wait.
tune in and watch. Cannot, like Dave just said, cannot wait until these next couple weeks come and go. So thank you again so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all next week.